Many people strive to become truly intelligent. Some spend countless hours buried in books or stuck in classrooms, while others laze away and continually rot their brains. What if I told you that having all of the knowledge by itself doesn't make you intelligent? Intelligence, in fact, is an ability that can be trained. It is the culmination of an individual's ability to acquire information and skills to overcome obstacles, perpetuating the mindset that a true master is always a student. So yes, while reading many books will give you a lot of information and train your mind in various ways, but the application of that information is what makes you truly intelligent. Many people are actually smart, but the lack of application or laziness prevents their intellectual growth. There are infinite opportunities and resources available. In the following minutes, I'll give you some tools that you can use to carve your own path on the road to true intelligence. The last step ties everything together. Be sure to take note of each one and add them to your bag of tricks. If you can utilize all of these recommendations in tandem, it will only accelerate the development of your intellectual prowess. The first step is to acquire information. There are various ways to do so, but the more prevalent is reading books. I know it sounds cliché, but if you find something you are passionate about and take in data from multiple sources, you can widen your understanding. Excessive reading can expand your vocabulary and develop a living encyclopedia/thesaurus within your skull. Even if you have no direction, reading anything can pool resources that you can tap into when a situation arises that needs answers. On that note, you will not remember anything if you are not convinced that the information will be important in the future. I'm sure if your teachers taught you how to do taxes or change a tire, you would probably remember it over the Pythagorean theorem. That is because it is more useful to us in our daily lives. Who even still remembers the Pythagorean theorem? The next step is the application of that knowledge. Knowledge is useless unless it is put into practice.
Dude, sucking at something is the first step towards being sorta good at something.
Heh, I couldn't have said it better myself. That being said, you do not need complete understanding of a subject before the application phase. Knowing 20% of a subject is enough to start utilizing and growing in that field. Whether you are actively performing the skill or running a simulation in your head, you will be committing the process of imprinting that information to your dedicated memory. You will make mistakes. Heck, even all of the greatest inventors, innovators, and revolutionaries made mistakes when starting out. The key difference is their continual application and motivation to get back on that horse when they fall off. Learn from the mistakes and figure out the processes on how to avoid them the next time around. Everyone is hyper-focused on the success of others, but fail to see that for every success, countless failures have occurred. Don't beat up on yourself when you fail. Just try again and celebrate your small victories. Mentors are also a strong source for knowledge, especially if they are at a point in their lives that you want to be in. Networking and surrounding yourself with knowledgeable, motivated, and like-minded individuals can provide guidance towards your intellectual growth. Your mentors will be able to share what they have learned and their experiences to assist you in avoiding the pitfalls that they fell into on their journey. It's the equivalent of cutting all of the fluff out of a book and taking all the key points to learn from. Seeking a mentor is very simple. Let's say if I wanted to learn how to play pool, I would study the fundamentals, then go into a pool hall to practice every day. I will play against competent people and continue to learn from them. Eventually, you will develop a network and relationship that can grow into a mentorship. There is another key component when you network. You will also develop rivalries that can push and motivate you to excelling in that field. Stagnation and complacency, the killers for improvement, are obstacles that can be conquered with the drive of a rival relationship. This next one is not really a step, but a mindset instead. Stay humble. There is always something to learn from someone. Life experiences are all unique, and people learn differently. They might not be smarter than you, but they might have some tricks or information that would never cross your path otherwise. Besides, you would not like a person that is arrogant and dismisses your experiences with their own. They would come off as a know-it-all, and your urges to provide anything of value to them would be diminished. You will burn the bridges to vast information if you cannot remain humble and learn. By staying humble, your interactions with others can turn into a symbiotic one, where both parties can gain valuable knowledge. Critical thinking is a crucial step in perpetuating your intellectual growth. When you are able to challenge your current knowledge and beliefs, or even consider alternative viewpoints, it will expand the reach that your mind has. The ability to break down complex information in categories and analyze their relationships is astronomical in provoking new ideas. This will aid you in thinking outside of the box and approach problems from different angles. Artistic activities such as writing, painting, playing music, or anything that involves creating something from your mind heavily stimulates your creative and critical thinking. Remember, there are more than one ways to achieve an answer. For example, if you ask someone to write a math equation to give an answer of 10, you can get answers like 5 plus 5, 7 plus 3, 18 minus 8, 1000 divided by 100, x equals the square root of 100. The possibilities are endless. The final and most important point that ties everything together is curiosity. That hunger to find the satisfaction through knowing. The starting point for the motivation that drives you to learn. Being able to hone in on curiosity is powerful. Human beings are naturally curious creatures, and if you can tap into that, you will have the foundations for your intelligence to flourish. In the near future, I will make a video on various strategies to assist you in retaining information. Until then, go forth and cultivate your intelligence to the greatness I know it can be. If you want to improve your mind and satisfy your hunger for knowledge, evolve your brain by liking and subscribing. Let's advance our intelligence together. I'll see you next time.